All right, now, first remember the products are aqueous, by the way. I know I don't specify that, but just remember they are, because if you looked it up, you'd find they are. So, first step, figure out, positives always first. This is +3 minus 1, minus 3. Be aware of that. You're going to switch the positives, so you should end up with now, thankfully, you've got +3 minus 3, and then +1 minus 1, so that kind of works out. What is the only subscript or coefficient you have to put here? You got to put a 3 right there, so it's balanced. Now you go back and look this up. You're going to find potassium chloride, one of the more soluble things ever. Since potassium is always soluble, chloride is pretty much always soluble. Then you're going to find this one to be a solid, correct? Agreement?
Yes.
Good. Now, this is basically step 1. Okay, we switched our like charges. It doesn't matter if you've got KCl written first. Please understand that. Next, we've got to write out the total ionic equation. So, you're going to break apart everything that is aqueous. Now, remember, that 4 stays part of PO4, of phosphate, because phosphate is a polyatomic ion. That's its molecule. It does not change. So keep going. All right. Any questions on that? I mean, is there anything you need answered at this late stage? Does this relatively match what you have?
Yes, sir.
Wow, look at that. People figured it out. Okay, so you got to do your net now. Your net would involve crossing off potassiums and chlorines because they're the same on both sides. And you're going to just write out Al plus 3.
Good, +3.
Yeah, because it's an ion. And then I would again indicate those are aqueous in the final just to make it easier. And that's it. What were your 2 spectator ions here? So chlorine and K were spectators. Spectator. So I make sure I spell it right. All right, now. Any questions on this? This is it for this. Amen. It's the reactants and products you have that do not change from one side of the equation to the other. Like 3 chlorines, same thing. Nothing happens. You cross them off. Yes.